My name's Kevin Jones, come from Foster in New South Wales, and this is my 1968 Austin. Started off as an outside TV broadcast unit as a training vehicle, which was donated to the University of Queensland by Sir Frank Packer. But it was obsolete by the time the university basically got it. So a friend of mine bought it, and his family were shipwrights. They turned it into a motorhome, and that's why it's got tiles on the floors and spindles. The vehicle is running a 6-cylinder turbocharged intercooled Isuzu motor with a 6-speed gearbox. It's got exhaust brakes, power steering, disc brakes on the front, and I absolutely love it. I run it on used cooking oil, start it on diesel, get the motor hot, switch it over to the used cooking oil. Travelled around Australia in it, $328 was my diesel bill. And it's a great old bus. It just keeps going and it's beautiful. Call into all the pubs and clubs, so we usually go to a pub, have a counter lunch, talk to the guys in the kitchen, tell them what I'm doing, and they offer me oil or I take oil. And that's why I have the trailer on the back. The trailer carries a motorbike, the used cooking oil, and washing machine. Wife needed that. A fridge, a freezer, extra fridge, freezer, and then I carry all the drums of oil down the sides of the motorbike. So if we want transport, we pull the motorbike out, go scouting around and then come back. Yeah, but I don't find it expensive to fill up, obviously, because it only carries 60 litres of diesel and it carries 300 litres of cooking oil. No modifications to the motor. Heat exchangers and filters and a pump before it goes into the motor, but no modifications to the motor at all. This body was built on an Austin chassis, and it's still all Austin chassis, Austin springs. It's just the rest of the running gear has been changed. So it has the standard springs, but it has what they call Aeon springs. They fit between the spring and the chassis, and they help with any load or movement so you don't sway around too much. They're a progressive spring. 100 k's doing 2,000 revs. That's in 6th gear. Still a bit slow on big hills. I've got some hills I can go up in 6th gear, other hills I've got to change back to 5th. Once I go below 5th, then it's 4th, 3rd, depending on how long the hill is. Yeah, it's a good old bus, I love it. It used to have a dinette here, but the dinette was removed because it was only my wife and myself. We just put in a couple of more comfortable lounge chairs. Yeah, and the TV slides along on a track, so I can watch TV in bed. It's got solar, 600 watts of solar, 400 amp hours of lithium batteries in the bus. The trailer's self-sufficient itself with its own solar and batteries. I used to drive government buses in Sydney at one stage, but I've spent since I was like 10 years of age with my father working on cars, but I've had a lot of hot rods and modified vehicles. So I've just always had an interest in vehicles. Yeah, well, it's a little scary, but it's lovely. Everybody thinks that the gear lever's too long, but I love it. It's just nice and easy to flop around. Yeah, yeah. No, it's a good old bus.